So your mom was on Saturday Night Live last week, and I thought that was great that she's doing stuff like that, right?
I think it's great because I think my mom's really funny, and I'm grateful that America is seeing more of that. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to have that as their mom?
Yeah.
I won the mom jackpot.
Your mom and your dad. I love your dad. I know him a little bit better than everybody. I've hung out with him in New Orleans before, and he's fantastic. Your mom is fantastic, and super smart, both of them.
I agree.
So it would be amazing
to
be at the dinner table and listening to those two people, I would imagine, growing up. And before we talk about Charlotte, your daughter, I want you, because, you know, your mom has gone through, and I've said this to her when she was on the show, I think women are held to a different standard than men are in many ways, in most areas. And I think your mom is amazing. And obviously you think she's amazing, but how do you feel when she's attacked on a regular basis with the emails and so that's one question, is how do you feel about that? And then why do you think that she should be our president?
Well, I feel so strongly about my mom now, particularly because I am a mom. I mean, I didn't know that I could love and admire and respect my mom anymore until I became a mom, and couldn't believe anymore in her as the right leader for the country I want my daughter to grow up in. But I do, because she has been working to ensure that every woman should get the chance to grow up and be you, or to grow up and be the next Hillary Clinton. That every little girl should have the opportunity to pursue her dreams. And so when I see her being attacked, I just have even more respect that she keeps fighting.
Yeah.
Because I think she could have stopped a long time ago.
Yeah.
She still would have accomplished a lot in life. But that she keeps going because there's so much unfinished business to ensure that every little girl and every little boy has a chance to live up to their God-given potential.
Yeah, and I believe she is that person to do that. And as I said, super smart, too.
She's very smart.
And as you sit here talking to me, I can't help but think that someday you might be running for president. Is that a possibility?
Well, I don't know. The first time that someone asked me whether I'd ever have a political career, I think I was about 3. And my dad was running for governor of Arkansas. He was running for re-election. And we were at a campaign event. And I was standing off to the side waving an American flag, because when you're 3, that's kind of what you can contribute. And this woman came up to me and said, you know, Chelsea, do you want to be the governor of Arkansas someday? And I think I said, ma'am, I'm 3. So now, you know, that I'm at a different point in my life, I do believe there are many ways to serve. And I'm really lucky to live in a city and a state and a country where I support the people representing me. I have a couple of fantastic senators, and I have a great representative in New York City. If at some point that weren't true, I'd have to ask and answer that question. But Ellen, I'd hope you'd ask and answer that question too. Right? Maybe you'd grow up and run for office one day.
No, I'm not.
You could be our
First of all, I'm not going to grow up. And second of all, you are a politician because you did not answer my question. You went all over the place.
I don't know. I don't know.
That means a yes.
What does your crystal ball say? No,
my crystal ball says yes.
The honest answer is I don't know.
This is exactly what your mother did when I'd ask her every single time. So yes, you will run. Let's talk about, so you're looking at a possible future president right here.
I don't know about that, thank you.
I think so. And we'll play this tape, too, when you're running.
You were all here when, if there ever is a win.
No, there's a win, and it's just when.